It was interesting because I'm a huge Stephen King fan. I'm a fan of it. And Dave and I have worked together a while, but sometimes he'll ask me about something that surprises me. And when he asked if I saw the first episode of Welcome to Derry, I hadn't yet. I had been meaning to, and I was surprised he did. Quick thoughts on Welcome to Derry.
So I watched it. I enjoyed it. I forgot. I want to say it was a little more violent than I was expecting, honestly. Not that I was like shocked or awed. It just a little more tuned up than I expected. Not that it's ultra violent, especially if you're into horror. It wasn't that gory, but there are a couple scenes I was like, oh, didn't see that coming. I enjoyed the story. Like I was telling you, I was listening to this YouTube channel. I want to say it's Emergency Awesome. And what I was interested to learn, because, I did not have like a deep dive in like Stephen King books or other movies. And what was interesting for me was just seeing that how a lot like Marvel and DC, how a lot of Stephen King's stuff are connected, and you see cameos from other things. And Joe, you probably could help me out with the name, but Scatman Crothers was the actor who he played in The Shining. And I guess there's a younger version of him in this show that, he can kind of sense what's going on. And I was like, that's kind of cool. And just seeing like these little Easter eggs, if you look it up, where, like there's other villains. And I didn't know like Pennywise was like from another dimension, technically like another universe. And, this demon that fell on the planet. There's other.
Were you familiar with the movie It before you saw this? Had you seen the original? Had you seen either of the follow-ups?
I saw the 2 follow-ups in the last several years, whatever that was, 2017, 2018 when the first one came out. Not the 80s TV miniseries, but the other one. I saw the miniseries many, many years ago, but I would have been young. Emergency Awesome was the name of that channel, by the way.
So you had some familiarity with it, but you weren't aware, because like now I got to go back and see where the Dick Halloran character pops up. That was Scatman Crothers, but the main military guy in this show, he, I believe, is the father of the town historian who stays in Derry in it and assembles all the friends. And there was a lot of common themes. There was kids getting terrorized, because in the original It, when Ben goes to the library and he's researching the town, he finds out that periodically over the years, kids go missing and kids have been terrorized. And it's interesting to see that side of it. You get to see an example of that here. You've got the Chinese restaurant that they all get together at in the remakes is one of the scenes in the show. There was the movie theater interacting with that, the Paul Bunyan statue, just to name a few things. I really liked episode 1.
So the Scatman Crothers character, it's so small, I'll just tell you. He's driving the military Jeep. So when the white officer, I don't know if he's like a general or what, is talking to the main military character, the African-American guy who's driving the Jeep in just regular green army fatigues, that's who it is. You just kind of see him shoot him a look.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, because the guy said something about, if you're looking for a good time, you'll find it in Derry. And you see the black driver give him a look in the back, and he's like, all right, well, maybe.
Yeah, and that's because I guess the way they broke it down was they believe it's because at this point he was young and he didn't like having these abilities. He resented it, so he didn't just talk about it. But those looks are to kind of give you a symbol like, oh, he's picking it up. And also,
there is a lot of racism in the story. I don't know if they'll get into the story of the Black Dot Cafe, but that was something that was mentioned in the.
Also, a little small detail I didn't know too, and they speculate on this too. And this is spoilers. All right, so this fucking spoilers, whatever. So most of the kids get slaughtered in the movie theater here. And so one of the girls, she's wearing this turtle thing, like this turtle bracelet the friends gave to her. And I guess in the books, there is like a turtle like type, like protector type thing. And it's supposed to be like
it didn't fit into the first movie, but it was something known from the books. And that was something I had down in the Easter eggs as well.
Yeah. And I want to say there's a sign too, something about the turtle, like saying, duck and cover, like when you go to the school.
Yeah, because the turtle was like the mascot of the upcoming war thing. So that was definitely featured all over this episode.
Yeah, and then apparently he thinks that there's a picture of this like lady devil too, which is a representation of one of the great villains in Stephen King. That's even more powerful than Pennywise. But, we probably won't see that villain. But they think that I can't remember the name. I can always send
keep it offhand either.
Yeah, he described it as the Thanos of Stephen King world. Like this is a very powerful demon. So.
Nice. I'll definitely have to look that up. But we wanted to start off with a little Halloween talk because this is a great series. I was excited for it. Episode 2 is out now, I believe, because it came out on Halloween.